Hey, how's it going, guys? I've got the Moto G Stylus by Straight Talk. Now, this is technically a locked/unlocked phone, meaning that you won't be able to use this outside of Straight Talk, but you can still use the phone without having to activate any services. So this one goes for under $60 on Walmart's website right now, and I'm not sure what it's at on Amazon's website. I'll try to take a look and have the links down below. But this is kind of cool because it is about 60 bucks, so it's double the price of those other smartphones that go for $30 or $40 that I've tested out recently, like the TCL or the Nokia. The thing is that this has 1 more gig of RAM, 4 gigs of RAM, probably larger display, and a stylus, among a few other things. So on here, it mentions it does have an HD plus display, HID, so it's not like 1080p. It's like a weird kind of resolution, but I think it's still kind of around 720p. Now, it mentions it has a 50 megapixel rear camera. We'll see how that camera is. 2 megapixel front camera, or 8 megapixel front facing camera. So, my bad. Actually, on the back, it's 50 megapixel main and then 2 megapixel macro vision. The front is an 8 megapixel camera. 64 gigabytes of internal storage. And then on the back, there's some more stuff. I'm not going to go over everything. One thing I absolutely dislike about this unboxing process is that the top part is stuck. It's like sticky, so it has to be like ripped open. All right, so on the box is the smartphone itself. Very simple and straightforward packaging. You can pull it out from here. And then this phone itself does not have a screen protector pre-installed, or does it? A little hard for me to tell. Looks like it does not. Or wait, hold on a second. I spoke too soon. No, I thought I saw a bubble for a second. Gonna put this to the side. I do like the back of this. It's kind of nice. And then underneath that, there is a user guide, quick start guide, wall outlet with specs. Oh, there's a cover on here. So it's USB-A, and then got more specs in the front here, as well as a USB-C to USB-A cable inside here. And that's pretty much it. All right, so here's the phone itself. There's a hole punch for the front camera, and it says that it's a locked device because I did take the SIM out. It's located on the left side. So there's the SIM as well as a micro SD card slot, so it does have expandable storage, which is nice. And then on the bottom is a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Gosh, it's so funny how these high-end flagship devices got rid of their headphone jack, yet these ones still have it, as well as the USB-C port, the speaker, and the stylus here. Looks like it's a little hard to take out, but here's the stylus. We'll take a look at that more in just a moment. Got volume keys here, power button, volume keys. On the top, it looks like there's a microphone. And then on the back, it's just all made of plastic, and then it's not too thick or heavy. It actually feels kind of nice, but it is made of plastic. And then there's the camera on the back, the 50 megapixel and 2 megapixel, along with the flash. The camera itself is not bad. I'd say it's just slightly above average. It's usable, that's for sure. And then I guess if you smile, it automatically takes it. There's some kind of gesture that can be done. I'm not sure exactly what I did, but it automatically took a picture of me, and it was kind of unexpected, and it came out nicely. The rear camera is also pretty decent too. I took a picture outside with HDR mode on, and then there's also near focus when you're taking pictures of flowers or something. You can't really tell it's grainy or anything, but if you zoom in, you'll start to notice it more. That's pretty common, I guess, but yeah, still not a bad camera overall. It's not like an incredible camera. We're recording the camera. It's not too bad. There's not much stability though. It has to be expected. As I'm walking around, it's probably a lot more shaky than it should be. Decent overall. Belt is right here. We got a fusage bracket that we can install too along with that. The speaker is pretty decent. It emits from here, and the speakerphone that's on top here, which I forgot to show, it's like very hidden there, which is really clever, I would say. I prefer it over having a big notch up there. But anyways, the speaker is pretty good. You can watch videos at full HD 1080p because the screen is nice itself. It's not bad at all. Even being at like 720p, it can be slightly upscaled. And in DRM info, the wideband security level is L1, so videos can be played back at like 720p theoretically on all streaming platforms. I would say that's pretty rare for a lot of devices, except for branded ones like Motorola or TCL. Actually, I'm not sure about TCL, I can't remember, but Nokia for sure. That's the only other one I can think of at the top of my head that has wideband level L1. But for some reason, I wasn't able to play back videos at like 720p on that. Either way, in terms of performance, everything is pretty decent. I did notice some stutters and lag here when I was like browsing the web on Google Chrome. Here's the single core and multi-core score. It's all right. I mean, it's really low, don't get me wrong, but for what it's worth, it seems tolerable. But the more important thing is house gaming. Right before we get into performance, let me just show some more specs here. It does have a Moto G52 MC2. Here's some more stuff. It seems like there's a decent amount of bloatware out of the box here. And right when you connect, there are a couple of apps that get downloaded, including CoinMaster, Block Blast, which these can be uninstalled. And then Facebook, let me just double check. I'm not sure why they automatically get installed. Okay, Facebook can be uninstalled too, so that's kind of nice. But again, there is some decent bloatware. Some of it can't be uninstalled, like for the Motorola stuff. Definitely can't be uninstalled, but all these other ones probably can. And out of the box, there's a decent amount of bloatware, I mean not bloatware, but storage still, 43.74 gigs free. So not bad at all. And the screen itself is pretty nice. The bezels are kind of nice too, not too thick on the sides. There's a hole punch on the top for the camera. It's decent on the bottom too, so not bad at all. Stylus itself doesn't have any extra buttons. It's just a regular type of stylus. Well, I shouldn't say regular. It does have kind of a slimmer look and feel. It might be a little easier to draw this way, so it might feel a little bit more natural. And then as I opened this up or took it out, all these apps showed up, you know, just to draw or do something, take a screenshot and draw, and it's nice overall. Really can't complain. While this is out, the stylus, there's a little thing that hovers over which can be removed if need be, but it shows you your quick access to all these apps here, including this note area, I guess, to take some type of notes. You can draw around if need be, or type with the keyboard. And also this stylus does not work with other phones. It's just going to work with this one, so it's kind of unique in that sense. Anyways, going back to it, you can also take a GIF, and then finally on the bottom you can make automatic calculations. So we do like 2 + 2 equals what, 4. So pretty simple enough. And then add some more apps if need be, so it can adjust all of this stuff. Oh, I thought this was to add something. It looks like it's not to add, my bad. This is where you can finally draw something like a notepad, and no matter how hard you type, it's not gonna change, no matter how hard or light. It's not like the S Pen, but overall it's nice to have. From here I can tell that this can handle some low-end gaming, low-end 3D gaming. Yeah, not bad at all. Finally, I had to check out RuneScape, and so far it seems like it's decent. It's definitely playable on here. The farther out I zoom and look around, I get down to like the 30s or 20s as shown here, but still it's not bad. And then just walking around, it seems like this is not bad overall. I think it's a little better, but it is a little better than I expected it to be, because I think the other smartphone that I checked out that goes for around this price range, it was not performing as well. So definitely a good sign. The only thing that I'm a little unsure about is battery life. Based on what I can tell here from battery usage, it's really good. I've had the screen on for about 3 hours and I'm at 68%. Now granted, brightness was definitely at a lower point. I just raised it a little bit before I started recording again. A lower brightness means you'll easily get a day, maybe even 2 days if you're lucky. At higher brightness, you'll still get a day out of it, but that's just based on these estimates here. So definitely a good sign. It seems like this is a really, really good choice, a solid choice actually. It has a good camera, good speakers, even has a stylus. This has to be the cheapest smartphone I've seen with the stylus, that comes with the stylus. So yeah, but either way, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. But besides that, there are some other options if you don't really care about a stylus, or maybe even the camera, you just want something more bare bones and basic. At Walmart, I'm seeing there's a lot of these cheaper smartphones out there, and I've started picking these up thanks to you guys recommending some of them. So yeah, I did notice that there is one that's better than all of these other ones, which I'm going to make a video on, so definitely stay tuned for that, and for other smartphones that I'll be reviewing that are coming out or going on sale. So as always, thanks for watching.